Welcome back, everyone. Welcome back from Toys to Trains. I'm Maya. Well, tonight I'm just gonna kind of update everybody. We kind of ran into a snag today, so I didn't get to quite get everything painted like I wanted to. But I thought I'd just update everybody as to what we've got done so far and what we've painted everything and what the motor looks like. So before I begin that, I'd like to say that if you're new to the channel, please subscribe to the channel because we got a lot of great builds coming along here in the summer. We got trains, we got RC cars, Lego cars, all that kind of stuff. And if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up because it really helps the video out a lot. So let's jump into today's video and what we have done so far. Well, if you remember last night, and I got a little bit better of a camera now, so it kind of it's not such a glare here, but we ended up getting the rest of this motor together. And as you can see here, let me see here, which way do I have to go? This way. We have the air cleaner on here. We got all the chrome and everything on. And then the back side here, let me turn it towards the light here so you can kind of see. We've got the belt assembly here, the little pulleys, the alternator, the starter is right here. So we got the engine all done and set, and that'll be installed. That'll be installed as soon as we get the rest of the underneath side here built. Speaking of which, as you remember yesterday's video, I kind of told everybody that we ran into one little problem, and that was let me grab one here just to show you. I mean, I'm going to just show you how to piece here, but you get the parts that are like this, the silver, coated parts. Well, the only problem with these things is that some of them, they're built to where they are so flimsy and everything, and you end up having a problem with them. They end up breaking or whatever. Case in point, that's what happened to me last night. So if I can get it up here very carefully, I'm going to show everybody. This is the piece last night that broke, was right here. I ended up gluing it back together, let it sit overnight, so it was hard, and so it got hardened up and everything. And then I assembled the tires back, and right now what I'm doing is I'm got the tires to where they're leveled out, like if they were sitting, on the ground and everything. Put a little bit of glue in each of the holes, and I'm gonna let them dry overnight again. Just due to the fact is that I don't want them to fall off, especially once you put them on the car. And that's kind of what I was finding out with this is that as I would try to put the tires, to see how they would align to the body, to the framework, they won't hold, they won't stay on. And I know they say, don't use glue, but what can you do? I mean, I'm not going to have a car that if somebody was to look at it or pick it up or whatever, that, the whole thing's going to fall apart. So I just said, no, forget it. Just going to glue them. It's not like I'm going to race it or anything or, run it up and down or whatever, play with it. I'm just building it to be building it, So there's that. But anyways, moving on. I'm going to just use this as a pointer here, but we had to end up painting some more of our pieces tonight, just so we can get caught up. So we ended up painting the cross member here. That's going to go in the front of the vehicle between the tires. That was painted a silver. I have my springs here. I painted the silver color. And a lot of this underneath the vehicle here, I'm going to have it painted silver. And same way with here. I ended up painting the brake. I think they said this was the brake one. I'm not 100% sure. Yeah, it's got probably something. I think it said it has something to do with the brake. But anyways, this was painted silver. And then the steering linkage on the other one was also painted silver. So those have all got to dry overnight just to make sure that they're dry and they're ready to be assembled. And then let me see if I can just lift this up real quick just to show everybody without it tipping or falling. But this is the underbody mount. Now, right now, this is in the up position. So this would be, the trunk area. Let me see if I can. Oh, yeah, that's what I was afraid of. I was afraid that it was going to slide. But you know what? Let me just very carefully handle it here so I can show everybody. But this is painted a gloss black. And then the underside is also, you can see it there, it's painted gloss black. When it comes to the framework like this, I end up hand painting these things because once you assemble everything on there, you're really not going to see too much of the underside of the vehicle. I mean, you're going to see it, don't get me wrong. I mean, especially if you have it, on a glass mirror thing. But you're not gonna nitpick that, this was painted black or this was, whatever. But I like to use the black, especially like with the tailpipes here. I don't know if you can see that, but the tailpipes here too were painted aluminum color. So once I put that aluminum color against the black here, it's really going to stand out. I mean, it's really going to look nice underneath the vehicle. And I think it'll also give the car, a little bit more character or whatever. So I was looking, just like I say, looking forward here in the instructions. And tomorrow's video, once the frame here dries and things like that, we are gonna, let me make sure I got that right. Yeah, that's the top half. So we're gonna end up putting in the bodywork, or not the bodywork. I mean, we're gonna end up putting in the tires, the exhaust pipes, and then a couple more cross members and all that, and then we're gonna turn it upside down. Which, like I say, this is the top half. So this top half, I'm not really too concerned about. Oh no, wait, I'm sorry. This is the bottom half. I'm sorry. That's the top half where you're going to see that a little bit more. So we're going to end up then flipping that over, and we're going to get the motor installed along with all the piecework and everything. And then from there, we go into all the interior work. Get your steering wheel, all that kind of stuff, your glass, your door panels, and all that and everything. And again, they recommend blue. I got the black body under this thing, so I'm not really sure right now, like, what color I'm gonna paint this. But when I do paint this, I have an airbrush system, and the body like this, the doors and the body and all that, is the only thing that, the doors, the fenders, things like that, is the only things that I will airbrush, because I don't want to see no lines in it. I don't want to see no streaking, no nothing like that. Any of the smaller parts, like I say, like the underbody, the pipes, the steering wheel, the interior, things like that, I'm not too concerned about that. You're not going to see that, because once you put all the car together, I mean, you're going to see inside, yes, but the detail that, like in other words, I'm obsessed with detail. And I mean, don't get me wrong, I try to make it, look as much as a real car as possible. But there's just sometimes where, like, let me show you, for example, like one of my first builds, let me just see here, it was like this one. Let's just say, for example, I had this little Mustang, okay? I did the orange here and everything, all spray painted and all that and everything. But then on the inside, they were like, okay, paint the dashboard this kind of color, and then paint the seats, this blah, 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 blah. Well, the front seats and the back seats, yes, I did do the two-tone color, because I don't know if you can really see that. Yeah, you can see that on video. You can kind of see, like the little bit of the detail right here. You can kind of see the orange, the orange inside the seat. And let me see if I can get a little bit closer there so you can see it. Yeah, so you can see it, the orange inside the seat with the black and everything and all that. But then, like, on the dashboard, they said, like, oh, paint, like, this little thing this little thing that, all the different colors and everything. But if you look at this car, if you look real close, you can barely see, inside the dashboard. So it's like, okay, it's like, well then why would I mean, don't get me wrong. Like I say, I make these things as, as realistic as I can get them and everything. But it's just like, there's certain areas where you just gotta, like they say, save time or whatever, and just do it the way you think. So a lot of the inside, like I say, the inside details, yeah, I'm gonna do it, but like I say, it's not that big of a deal to me. And I'm just kind of looking here. I know I did one before. I did one in color shifting paint. I had one. It was a what is this? It's called Purple Sunrise, applied to a black base coat. In other words, paint the car black like this, and then you come through and you shoot this. And I might just end up going back to the hobby store and looking for some more of this stuff like this color shift. I might just end up spraying before I install that, or before I put anything on here tomorrow. I might, depending on how creative I want to get, I might put something down there. I might not. I'm just thinking, but anyways, so we got, like I said, the color selection and all that coming up, and like I said, I'm not too worried about that right now. My main concern is just well, first of all, get past this broken wheel. This one piece here that was real flimsy, and but I think once I get the springs on there, and I get that glued into the body, and get the springs glued onto this thing, I know that it'll stiffen it up. But yeah, we got that. Like I say, once we get the whole outside, tomorrow we should be able to get the underbody and up to the motor installed, and then it should start looking like something, hopefully. But no, I say that. But yeah, like I say, we're gonna figure out the color scheme too, because they originally said to paint brown for the door panels and the inside carpeting here, but I don't know. I don't know if I'm gonna like the brown, because again, the brown has to match, the kind of like the body of the car, and I need something that's gonna match that brown if I do go with that brown. But I might just end up stripping that. I might just end up taking the paint off and maybe painting it them black. I don't know if that would make the car too dark or whatever, but like I say, we'll see as I go along this process. We'll see where I end up, and we'll see how things go, and where we end up. So a little bit longer of a video than I wanted it to be, but I just wanted, just trying to go over some of the stuff with everybody, and trying to, let everybody know where we are in this build, and, how we're fixing things that aren't exactly lining up. So if you like these, like I say, if you're new to the channel and all that, you just, first time seeing this, hit that subscribe button, because like I say, we're gonna have some more builds coming up. We also got some RC cars that I'm planning on rebuilding and all that come summer. More model cars, train stuff, train board stuff, all that kind of stuff. And if you like these videos so far, please give them a thumbs up. And if you've made it all the way to the end of this video, before I sign off here, I want to know that what would you guys think about doing like a live feed on like a Sunday night, maybe like a Sunday night, Monday night, whatever night, whatever night you guys would like to see it. What would you think would be a best night? But would you guys be interested in seeing a live feed version of this, where we just sit and talk about like your favorite builds, what you like to build, problems that you guys have had with these kind of, models, things like that. So if you can let me know down in the comments, if you'd like to see that. Plus, if I do a live feed, I'm going to need a moderator or two or whatever. So if you'd like to, be part of that too, leave me a comment down below. And if I think about going live like this, and I can get enough support to do a live feed, like a Sunday night, Tuesday night, Thursday night, whatever night it might be, I'll get you guys on there, and, we'll moderate the chat and all that. So So, all right, everybody. Well, take care, and I'll see you next time right here from Toys to Trains. I'm Maya. Have a good one, everyone.